It's all about maximizing flow. My goal in this video is to give you a gut-level feel for how important it is to structure your team to maximize flow. We're going to do two experiments and compare the results. In both, we'll be pouring water from a bottle to see what we can learn about flow. The first experiment will be random and chaotic. The second will be arranged to maximize flow. It seems the water is coming out pretty fast, but notice all the sloshing around and turbulence. What's happening is that the air and water are in competition. They're struggling against each other. The water flowing out is like your team producing value. The air trying to get in is like distractions, unplanned tasks, and meetings. Without the right structure, the distractions and meetings fight against the flow of value from your team. Imagine if the water could talk. It would probably tell you how busy and productive it's being. Sound familiar? Most of us confuse busyness and putting out fires and attending meetings with productive work. In this chaos experiment, the water takes 70 seconds to get out of the bottle. Now, let's look at how adding a little structure can change things. This time, we'll carefully arrange the water to encourage flow. By swirling the water in the bottle, we create a structure for the water and air to organize around. This structure is like the cadence of working in iterations. It's like adopting Scrum practices or setting up a Kanban board with limits on work in progress. We're creating a structure for our team to organize for better flow. Here in the bottle, you can actually see the improvement. Notice, after some initial chaos, the air and water organize, and a natural structure emerges. Because of the structure we created, the air and water flow smoothly without the waste of flopping back and forth between water and air. Look at how much less turbulence there is and how much faster the water is flowing. With this structured experiment, the water is out of the bottle in only 36 seconds. It takes only half the time. To recap, in both examples, the same amount of air comes in and the same amount of water goes out, but in only half the time. In order for the water to get out, the air does have to come in. Just like on our teams, the distractions, coordination, and planning might be essential, but your team must organize all the different types of work so they flow together rather than conflict. Though flow does require organization and discipline, too much structure can actually clog up the flow. Find the minimum amount of organization for your team to find its flow. So if you ever notice your team sloshing around with lots of turbulence, remember that implementing Agile or Kanban is all about maximizing flow.